He's a little shy, but are you ready to do your big entrance?
I'm okay, but
do you realize that I have to read like a big intro paragraph and build you up, you know?
Yes.
And now I'm going to have on my TV voice. You gonna be okay with that?
You go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you love this part?
Just do it.
Yeah. Would you like me to quote your worth?
Do it.
Okay. There's only one man who can go even deeper inside American Idol. You know him for his wit. I don't want to run into the couch. For his insight. It's painful. And of course, his baby tease. Please welcome Simon Cowell. Welcome back.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
Are you actually in the same shirt as last night?
No, I apologize for being late.
You ran it up to the last 30 seconds.
It was, yeah.
Why? Why are you so late?
It was an hour later.
No, it's not.
No, because it says live with Ryan, but it's not actually live, is it?
Right now, we're live to New York City, just like we do American Idol,
really?
live to the East Coast.
But we're not live in LA.
It's a time zone delay.
Okay.
I'll explain the continental U.S. to you after the program.
Okay.
But right now, if you'd like to call your agent in New York, we could dial him up during the commercial break, and he can give you a little critique of how your performance was on air.
Okay.
Yeah. So you look a little tired, though, buddy. I mentioned it last night.
No, you looked tired last night. I am tired today.
What's wrong?
I went out. We had a lovely evening last night with one of the main bosses of Fox.
And who's that?
A guy called Mike Donnell. He's the guy who bought American Idol, very high up in Fox, had all his close friends there who he now describes as family. It was lovely. What were you doing last night?
Well, I was preparing for your interview.
Okay. But you weren't actually invited, were you?
I had to do my research.
Were you invited?
No.
No, okay. I didn't think so, but sure it was an oversight.
And I've been trying to deal with it.
Because he just described it as all the people who have a future at Fox and close friends. I was there.
Please, you can feel my pain.
Randy was there, executive producers, and you weren't.
So basically you were kissing a little ass, and why are you clapping?
Don't look to clap.
I did notice that.
Can I just ask you one favour? Just clap when I'm funny, actually, please. That's better.
You can't use the same lines with my audience you use with your girlfriend Terry at home.
They are now my audience.
Oh, what are you going to do when the novelty wears off?
What novelty?
You can only be mean and rude for so long. People are going to get sick of it. It's the same. I don't want to say one-trick pony, but isn't it? Are you nervous about what happens when your Simon Cowell-esque personality
I'm going to pay you a compliment.
Oh, no.
I am.
It's not going to be.
No, you've been obnoxious for 10 years and you're still on the radio.
Longevity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you can do it, I can do it.
I will run the tape back and look for the compliment. Were you intimidated last night by Clive Davis?
I thought I was going to be, yeah. Yeah. And actually, I liked it.
What was it that you were a little nervous about, though? Just the fact that he is as powerful as he is, or he's as wise as he is in the music business?
It's an awkward situation, you know, because, you know, he is a legend in the music industry. So when you've got him sitting next to you and you're thinking, well, what happens if I disagree with him? You know, I mean, that's kind of awkward, isn't it? But he was actually really cool.
What did you say to him during the commercials? Because I noticed a couple of times when we bumped out with the wide shots and they cut your microphones, especially at the end when the credits were rolling, you were whispering some things into his ear.
He was just basically saying things like, you're better looking in real life. Didn't realise what a good judge you were.
Private moments. In the context of American Idol, if we can be serious about the show for a second,
yes.
you made a response last night. You said, I'm going to be tactical. I'm going to try and get you the sympathy votes. Do you think that by professing the admiration that you guys have for certain contestants, it actually has the reverse effect on the judging or on the voting?
You know, Ryan, honestly, I haven't got a clue anymore. The only thing you can do is, and I discussed this with Randy and Paul before we went out last night. I said, you know, you actually have just got to be honest about it. And if the audience decide not to go with you, that's the way it goes. I made a joke with about Fantasia because what I really wanted to do was to say to the audience at home, just be aware that sympathy votes can actually kick somebody out of the competition. And it would have been a disaster, and I don't know the results yet, if Fantasia...
You don't know?
No, I don't know yet.
Usually you know by now.
No, I stopped asking. But if Fantasia doesn't make it through, there's a problem.
How would you change the competition? You've talked about the age. Are you going to fight to change that for next year?
Well, let's start with the host.
Wait a minute. Well,
They are
you have turned my own audience on me.
I love this audience.
Well,
I actually want to take this audience out for
with
dinner
you everywhere
with me.
you go.
Hang out.
Well, since you don't control that, thank God, how would you actually change the competition for next year?
Do you honestly think, Ryan, I am going to say what I would do on a television show bearing in mind other people watch? I mean, that's just stupid, Ryan.
You've been known to make mistakes.
No,
I'm
no,
hoping
but
this will be one of them.
actually immature. If you don't mind me saying so. Quite an immature question. So, next question. Moving along.
You want to talk about popular music right now?
Yeah, anything
All right.
you want, yeah.
Who do you think deserves the success on the charts?
Lots of people. I like Christina Aguilera at the moment. She's good.
Why is she deserving of her success?
Great voice, great attitude. I just think this girl is a star. I really like her.
How about Usher? He's
Yeah.
on top of the charts right
Yeah, I
now.
like him. Yeah. He's like the new Michael Jackson, isn't he?
Some would say. Britney Spears?
Britney, I kind of like this about Britney. You know, I mean, when she makes great pop records like Hit Me Baby One More Time, Toxic, they're great pop records. I would have lost... Actually, I shouldn't say what I'm about to say.
I almost got you with one of those mistakes.
Yeah. All I was going to say was, you know, the shots of her in her underwear on stage, I would have gone to the gym a bit more before I did that. Sorry. But true. This is fun. This is fun.
You have your own toy now.
You know, Britney is where she's different from Christina is that she is someone who is so reliant on great pop records produced and written for her, whereas Christina is a bit more kind of old school, just an unbelievable singer.
Somebody else having a lot of success, Jessica Simpson.
Well, you know...
People love her. People say she's America's sweetheart.
The odd thing about the music industry is, Ryan, and this is how strange this business is that here is a girl whose career wasn't exactly on fire, and then goes on television, pretends that she thinks that Chicken of the Sea is actually a chicken, and on the back of that sells 2 million records. So, you know, it's weird, isn't it?
It is. You want to? Oh, because you got here late, you're a little shiny. We see the bags. We're going to put some makeup on you and come back right after this on air. Stay with us.